So let's start by the general facts. Well, the Chinese New Year celebration lasts 15 days. So 15 days of parties for the Chinese New Year celebration. Another fact is, in ancient China, soldiers sometimes wore armor made out of paper. This is quite very interesting. So try to imagine you're a soldier in the Chinese army and you wear an armor from cardboard or paper. The Forbidden City, a place complex in Beijing, contains 9,000 rooms. 9,000 rooms. This is huge. The mortar used or cement to paint the Great Wall Stone was made with sticky rice flour. So that's quite a secret fact, because I didn't imagine that a mortar or cement can be mixed with sticky rice. Developed about 5,000 years ago, the earliest chopsticks were used not for cooking, not for eating, just for cooking. So the chopsticks are primarily made to be used as a cooking tool, not eating. That's very interesting, and it's some kind of secret. Now, China is the third largest country in the world, and it's about the same size as the continental USA, but only has one official time zone. Continental USA has 4 time zones. That's quite a fact. So you're in the same time zone wherever you are in China. So don't bother to replan your watch again and again when traveling from one place to another in China. Well, this is a big fact. The next one, let's say, half of the pigs that live on Earth are in China. We're talking about pigs as animals. So half of them are in China. In China, over 30 million people live in caves. Caves equal 30 million people. This is quite... This is blowing my mind. Try to imagine a country with 30 million people that are living in caves. 1 in every 5 people in the world is Chinese. 1 per 5 is Chinese. Okay, this is a cool fact now, because we're gonna talk about the paper money. You know that paper money. So let's say bills, paper currency bills, was invented or were invented in China. And you may not guess what China national sport is. Well, it's not football. It's not hockey. It's table tennis or ping pong. So table tennis or ping pong. We say ping pong in Europe. The Forbidden City is the biggest imperial palace in the world. So these were the facts for the general facts. These for China. Now let's move on and take every region and know it better by exposing the facts that they found about. So we're gonna start as always in the alphabetical order. And first province we're gonna talk about is here Anhui. This is the first Anhui. I'm gonna draw the contour. Of Anhui. And now let's explain the best known facts about the region. The capital is Hebei City. Well, the Anhui Province it's as known as the hometown of Chinese opera. Anhui has developed more than 30 kinds of local operas. So we have operas here, among which Guangmei Opera is one of the 5 major Chinese opera. Another fact is Anhui Province is famous for its manufacture of rice, paper, inkstones and sticks used for calligraphy, and the tea. Traditional Chinese medicinal herbs and rice wine have been produced in Anhui since ancient times. Good, these were the facts about Anhui region. Now we're gonna move north and we're gonna talk about the capital, which is Beijing. And you may see that Beijing is surrounded by a territory called the Beijing Municipality, which is a very small area and this scale, but big area in Chinese scales. Good, and here we have the Beijing, the capital of the country, the Popular Republic of China, which is the official name. Well, about Beijing. Beijing previously it's known as Peking. It's Peking. It's the former name. So, okay. It's the capital city of Popular Republic of China. Beijing is not the largest city in China. It's the second largest city after Shanghai. Beijing is one of the bicycle capitals of the world. China official language, the Mandarin language, is mostly based on the Beijing dialect. And Beijing history can be tracked back 3,000 years. It's about old as London, 6 times older than New York, and 10 times older than Sydney. That's why it's very cool facts, right? Good. Now let's move next to our next region, which is a little bit south. Here, this one it's called Chongqing. I hope I spell it correctly. Okay, let's draw the contour. Okay. Good. Now, the capital is Yuzhong. Chongqing. Well, the capital is not written here, but it's Yuzhong. Well, about this region facts, the rivers made it China's biggest port city in the southwestern region. And Chongqing is one of China's 4 direct controlled municipalities. The others are Beijing, Shanghai, and Tianjin. It's the largest of the municipalities by area, and it's only that one it's located far away from the coast, which is right here. city of Chongqing. Alright, now let's talk about the next one in our list, which is on the coast. On the coast here, it's Fujian Province. So let's draw the contour. Drawing the contour now. Okay. Okay. Right. Fujian Province. The capital is Fuzhou. I hope I spelled it correctly. Fujian means happy establishment. Happy establishment. And it's one of the country's smallest provinces. Well, it's bigger than Chongqing. Fujian, it's famous for tea. So we have tea here. Tea. In the 19th century, Fuzhou was China's busiest tea port. So we have a tea port. Tea port. And you can eat or get good tea almost everywhere. Here you can eat tea leaves if you want. Right, now let's move to the next in our list, which is Guangdong, here nearby. Let's draw the contour. Okay, then the capital is Guangzhou. Alright, and now, of course, the facts. Guangdong is known as China economic powerhouse. It has largest and fastest growing economy in terms of GDP. And here, Guangzhou is the busiest and the most important port, or China's port. This one, Guangzhou, has been China's capital 3 times between 1925 and 1927, again in 1931. So 3 times this city of Guangzhou was the capital of China. And here is a secret fact. It has more restaurants than any other Chinese city. Perfect. These were the facts about Guangzhou, or Guangdong region and Guangzhou capital. Right, now time to move to the next region, which is a little bit larger. This region here, it's Gansu. So I'm gonna draw the contour. Okay, this one is bigger than other studied and has a very weird shape area. Okay, the name Guangzhou, the capital, is Lanzhou. Yeah. Guangzhou or Gansu is famous for its water pipe tobacco. So water pipe tobacco. Guangzhou or Gansu Province has a great history here as early as 15,000 years ago. The residents of those created the Mayaiko culture, Mashayo culture, which is based on colored pottery. Very interesting and cool facts again. Right. Okay. And the next region in our list is in the south, and it's called Guangxi. Guangxi, okay. The capital is Nanning. As an autonomous region, Guangxi has more legislative rights and independence than any other province. So this division is an autonomous region. Guangxi is home to the largest number of ethnic minorities in China, with more than 40 ethnic minorities living here. From Guangxi you can easily travel to Vietnam and vice versa. Here is the capital of Hanoi. Right, these are the facts about Guangxi Song Autonomous Region. Now let's move next. Right above, here we have the Guizhou region or division or province. Okay, let's try to control. And the capital is Guiyang. Well, Guizhou Province is one of the birthplaces of ancient humanity. As early as 240,000 years ago, people lived and flourished in Guizhou. So, Guizhou is the kingdom of rice and wine. We have rice here and wine. And in local food, the recipes here are mostly spicy, so Guizhou people eat spicy and sour food, not salty, sour food. Cool facts, right? Now let's move next. Next in our list, it's a little bit north region and it's called Henan region. Try to control. Okay, the capital is Zhengzhou. Alright. Now, located in central China, Henan has the largest population in the country. So, put your seatbelts because 98 million people are living inside this region. Well, that's 4 times than my country's population. During China's history of 5,000 years, Henan served as a political, economic, and cultural center for 3,000 years. Well, these were very interesting facts indeed about Henan Province. Now, let's move next to our most important products of Hubei agricultural output are meat, poultry, and eggs. The capital city of Hubei is Wuhan. Wuhan. It's known for its toasty climate, colonial architecture, and delicious sesame noodles. Well, now comes the big fact. Wuhan, the city, it's most notable for being the location where SARS-CoV-2 virus that causes COVID-19 and caused the COVID-19 pandemic was the first detected. So here we have COVID-19. So this is the original place from where the virus has been spread out through the other countries. That's why I told you Wuhan is very familiar. Alright, so these are the facts about Hubei region, and now let's move next. Next it's another H. It's starting with H and it's called Hebei. Not Hubei, Hebei. And it's this region here nearby Beijing. Beijing district, it's inside. So I'm gonna draw the contour very carefully. I don't want to cover the names of the cities. Alright. Good. And this is the region. Now, Hebei, the capital, is this Zhuang. This is almost impossible for me to spell it. Zhuang. A very Chinese name, definitely. Well, it has 3 World Cultural Heritage Sites: the Great Wall, Chengdu Mountain Resort and Kingdoms, and Hebei is a major agricultural base in China. Good. Now, these were the facts for Hebei region or province. Alright, now time to move very south. We're gonna talk about Hainan Province. Here, this small island of Hainan. Okay, now let's talk about Henan Province. Is an island province of China famous for its tropical beaches. So we have tropical beaches here. Hainan cuisine is known for its seafood, such as prawns, crabs, and ocean fish, as well as mild flour chicken. Well, the capital is Haikou. So they're eating seafoods here as main dishes, and it's a tropical island, which is quite interesting. So maybe it's a tourist attraction. Alright. Okay, and now let's move next. Well, the next one is a very famous and familiar region, and it's Hong Kong, and it's right here. Maybe you can see its area. There are some small islands here, And this is the region of Hong Kong, and it's a special administrative region. And the facts for Hong Kong is that, or most known facts is, this city has more skyscrapers than any other city in the world. And the Hong Kong International Airport is the same size as 20 soccer fields put together. Famous Hong Kong landmark, the bronze Big Buddha. It's located on Lantau Island, which is right here. This is one of the world's largest seated Buddhas. Okay, and maybe you may heard about Bruce Lee, the famous martial art actor. He was a Hong Kong and American citizen. His parents originated from Hong Kong. Alright, these are the facts about Hong Kong. Alright, now time to move next. In the north, this region here. And the name of the region is Heilongjiang. At least this one is big. It's large. And maybe I can draw some scratches inside. Here is the border with Russia. Perfect, and the capital is Harbin. Or Harbin doesn't sound very Chinese, but this is the name of the city. The province is famous for its fierce winters. So they have harsh winters, snow and ice festivals. And of course, we have here Russian influence. It's Harbin, it's also called the Ice City. And it's one of the most popular destinations in winter tours. Harbin is notable for its sculpture festival in the winter, being well known as historical Russian legacy and architecture. Maybe this was once a Russian territory. I don't know. Because the Russian influence is strong in this area. Good. Now, the next in our list is Hunan Province. Hunan Province, which is right here. This one. Okay, Hunan Province, and the capital is Jiangxi. Hunan is noted for its spicy food. With copious use of chilies and the pedestrians taping street as a showcase for its cooking. Jiangxi, the capital city, is the birthplace of first domestic low-speed maglev train line. You may heard about maglev train systems that are not using normal wheels, they're using magnets instead. And because it's no friction, the trains can gain very high speeds. Right, and China has developed a maglev train line systems across the country. These were the facts about Jiangxi, or no, Yunnan Province and Jiangxi. city. Good. Time to move next. And in the list is Jilin. Okay, we have Jilin, and the capital is Chongqing. The province is rich and in oil reserves, gas and coal. So we have oil, gas, coal. Chongqing is the third tier city in the northeast of China. Its population is nearly 8 million of inhabitants, making the 9th largest city in China. So try to imagine that the 9th largest city in China has only 8 million people or citizens. Well, that's more than Paris. Known as China's city of automobiles, Chongqing is an important industrial base with particular focus on automobile sector. So here are produced the famous Chinese cheap cars, maybe. These were the facts about Jilin region. Jilin. Okay, now we move to the coast again. We have here the Jiangsu Province. Jiangsu. Okay, and the capital is Nanjing. Okay, Jiangsu is home to many of the world's leading exporters of electronics equipment. Nanjing Metro is China's 5th largest city, with 12 million people. Oh my god. Nanjing boasts a history of being the capital of 6 consecutive dynasties: Wang, Xiang, Xin, Huang, Ming, and Zhong. As is mentioned above, Nanjing enjoys a rich waterscape, and this has created a favorable condition for local people to raise ducks. They are raising ducks and make duck delicacies, food. So we have ducks here. Ducks like waters, that's why. And these are the facts about Jiangsu Province. Jiangsu. And now let's move next. We have another small region here. It's Jiangxi. The capital is Nanjing. This city, Nanjing, is the capital of Shanxi Province. Well, this province is known for the cradle of the Chinese Revolution, the birthplace of Taoism, and the porcelain capital of China. So we have Tao is porcelain and Chinese Revolution. Very cool facts for just one region. Since 1949, Nanjing has been extensively industrialized, and it is now a large-scale producer of cotton, which is in the north of the country again, right here. Liaoning. The capital is Shenyang. Shenyang, this one. Liaoning with province, with Shenyang as the capital city. Liaoning is one of the important old industrial bases in China as equipment manufacturing industry. The most famous is the Imperial Palace of Shenyang, also known as the Mukden Palace. The most famous is the Imperial Palace of Xinjiang, called Mukden. I don't know, I will write here, Mukden. Mukden Palace. Wait, this is a key. Mukden. Good. Now, these were the facts about Liaoning. Now let's move next. We have another special administrative region here in the south. Okay, the next is Macau. Macau, which is very, very tiny little city here. The administrative of Macau, which is autonomous. It's the second richest territory in. It's the richest territory in the world. Macau itself has emerged as the biggest winner from casinos. It's called the Casino City, and hold on tight because it ranks 3 times more than Las Vegas in annual casino profits. It's the most densely populated region on Earth, a population of 648,000 inhabitants. It squeezes to 30.5 square kilometer, making it officially the most densely populated territory. Well, here comes the big fact. Due to huge annual profits from casino, each year the local government gives permanent residents $1.2 thousand per each inhabitant. Well, I should move to Macau. Well, Macau was the last European colony in China. It was leased to Portugal in 1557 as a trading post, and officially became a Portuguese territory in 1887. Macau was handed back to Chinese sovereignty in 1999. Well, these are the facts for this very small, tiny city, which was former Portuguese colony, Macau. Alright, now time to move next. Okay, the next in our list is this big region here, which is border Mongolia. The region is Inner Mongolia or Name Mongol, and it's huge and very, very long. Good. So the capital is hot. This city, I'm gonna zoom in. So this is the Inner Mongolia. This region. Okay. Follow established the autonomous region of Inner Mongolia in 1947. So this region is an artificially created region from 1947. Hohhot is a Mongolian word which means this one, green city, green city. The city is the provincial capital of Inner Mongolia and is rich with ethnic Mongolian characteristics. Good, so this is the Mongolian part of China. These were the facts for Inner Mongolia. Alright, so time to move next, but we have a very small region here that it's almost highlighted. And it's called Ningxia. Ningxia here. This one, this region, it's Ningxia. And the capital is Yanchuan. Yanchuan. It's not, it's here, Yanchuan. Ningxia was the main place for trade and transportation between eastern and western regions. Eastern and western regions of ancient China. Yinchuan is the chief agricultural market and distribution center for this area. Okay, and now let's move nearby. We're gonna talk about Qinghai region. Qinghai. Right. The capital is Xining. Well, Qinghai is noted for its horse breeding. Horse breeding. That was my stomach or my belly. And Qinghai is noted for its horse breeding, and it has earned more recent prominence as source of both petroleum and gold. It is source of Chinese two largest rivers, Yangtze River and Yellow River, which are both here in this region. And this was the fact about the province of Qinghai. Alright, so time to move next. Nearby, it's the Sichuan region. Sichuan. Alright, the capital is Chengdu. Sichuan is a major province in southwest China, famous for extremely spicy, this is a point, extremely spicy food, and giant pandas. So we have pandas here, panda bear, giant panda bear. Chengdu, it's the capital of Sichuan and a major center of finance and communication. Chengdu is the capital of Sichuan. The largest building in China, the New Century Global Center, it's located in Chengdu. It's not the tallest, it's the largest by size. Alright, these were the facts about Sichuan Province. Alright, time to move next. Here in on the coast, we have this region, the Shandong region. here in Shandong. And more recently, it's for its German history and vast wine production. So we have wine here, wine and Confucius. Well, these were the facts for Shandong Province. And now, let's move next to a very tiny little province, but which has the largest city in China. This region here, very small, has the city of Shanghai, and the Shanghai Municipality is next in our list. Well, Shanghai is by far the most largest city in China. Well, to know the real size, in 2022, Shanghai is considered the third largest city in the world and has a population of 28 million people, inhabitants. So 28 million people are inhabiting just one city. The city has boomed in the last 2 decades because of China's desire to see it become an international center of economics and finance. Well, this city boasts some very interesting facts. It has the longest metro system in the world, which is spread beneath the city, with 400 miles of tunnels and tracks. 400 miles of tracks, of metro tracks. And it is very unimaginative that this city was once a village, a very small fishing village called Shen. This was a village called Shen. That's why it's called Shanghai now. The Shanghai Tower is the world's third largest or tall building. And here it's a cruel fact because the birthplace of the Communist Party lies in Shanghai. These were the facts about Shanghai. Okay, time to move next. Well, next in our list is Shanxi Province. The capital is Xi'an, but there is no capital here. It's Taiwan here, but the capital of Shanxi is Taiwan, yes, and now it's Xi'an. There are two capitals. Well, Shanxi is a leading producer of coal in China, possessing roughly a third of its coal deposit. So Taiwan, it's not Taiwan. It's another very close spelled name. It's with UI, not with W. So don't be confused. An ancient imperial capital and eastern development point for Silk Road. Silk Road has started here. These were the facts. Now, next is Tianjin, which is right here. Very small area. The capital of Tianjin is Hexi. It's right here. Tianjin, the city, it's noted for its woven handicrafts products, terracotta figurines, and hand-painted woodblock prints. Tianjin is a major commercial city, industrial one, with a busy also not independent, but it's claimed by the Chinese government. Well, actually, about Taiwan, the capital is Taipei. Only 2.3% of Taiwanese population is native. In terms of size, Taiwan is the size of Belgium, but has 23 million inhabitants. The name of Taiwan is Republic of China. Well, there are two things. The land, the inland China, it's the Popular Republic of China, and Taiwan, it's the Republic of China. Taiwan has been ruled by China, Japan, and briefly Holland. The national language in Taiwan is Mandarin. And about some boasting things, Taiwan's Taipei 101 building was the tallest building in the world. This lasted only until 2007, when the Burj Khalifa from Dubai was built. These were the facts about Taiwan. Another thing in Taiwan, it's a very important and major electronic center for foreign countries like United States and British and UK. So these were the facts about Taiwan. Right, now let's move next. Next is a very large region. It's Xiangxi. Let's drop the contour. Alright, this is very big, so it doesn't fit in the maximum zoom frame. My God. Well, the capital is Urumqi. In recent decades, abundant oil and mineral reserves have been found in Xiangxi, and it's currently China's largest natural gas producing region. Xiangxi is best known for its situation along the Silk Road and the well-known Asian trade route linking China and Central Asia. Urumqi is quite famous for its claim that it's the most inland major city in the world, that being the farthest from any ocean. These are the facts about Xiangxi. Again, my belly is earth. Buddhism is the foundation of Tibet's culture in everyday life. So we have here Buddhism. So these were the facts about Tibet. Now let's move next because we're gonna talk about Yunnan Province, which is right here, Yunnan Province. The capital is Kunming. Yunnan is rich in natural resources and has the largest diversity of plant life. We have plants, a lot of plants. In fact, we have 70,000 plants or more. And Yunnan is considered the kingdom of wild mushrooms. So, yes, we have toadstools here, mushrooms. Here, three most popular one, Matsuzake mushrooms, Jisong mushrooms, and penny buns, porcini mushrooms, which can be found on the local market. These were the facts for Yunnan Province, and now it's time to move to the last province, which is right here with C. It's Zhejiang Province. This one is Zhejiang. Alright. Capital is Hangzhou. Well, Zhejiang Province is the China's top tea city. Zhejiang is also noted for its Buddhist temple and worship sites. In prehistoric times, Xinjiang is one of the birthplaces of ancient Chinese civilization. So, this is the birthplace of Chinese civilization, known as the House of Silk. House of Silk. This is the nickname. The city of Hangzhou was one of the 7 ancient capitals in China, and now it boasts with silk fabrics and silk manufacturers. So, very interesting. Now, this is how the map looks like after we analyzed each region or province in China. So, this was a very long session, but it worth it because I discovered a lot of new and interesting facts about China. And you too, along with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see next time in another video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are the first time on my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's the only support I'm asking you for. We will see next time. Best wishes. China out, or small